Hey guys, so welcome back to another video. So today we are continuing the adventures of Sherlock Holmes. Chapter 8, The Adventure of the Speckled Band. So this is the part 4, which is the last part of the adventure of the Speckled Band story. Chapter. So yeah, let's start. Last time we stopped till here. Let's start from here. The bed was clamped to the floor. I've never seen a bed that was fastened in place. Have you seen anything of this sort, Watson? He asked. My response was once again no, and I was surprised I had not noticed the clamped bed. The young lady could not move her bed. It always had to be in the same position, relative to the rope and the ventilator. We are here just in time to prevent a very subtle but horrible crime. When a doctor decides to go wrong, he can be very cunning criminal. He has the knowledge to implement his cunning intentions. After 9 o'clock p.m., when the manor was engulfed in darkness, we saw a single light shining in the window, which was a signal from our client. We left our room and made way to the manor. Getting in was not hard, as the old walls had broken down in many places. We were making our way through the trees when we spotted a disfigured person roaming around. The sight froze us in our tracks. Then Sherlock realized that it was the baboon, one of the two pets the doctor had. I thought of the second pet scared me. I imagined that the cheetah could be over our shoulders any moment. We reached the window and slowly climbed inside and shut the door behind us. We extinguished the light and sat in total darkness and silence. Sherlock kept a candle and a box of matches ready. We waited vigilantly, for the danger could present itself any moment. The sound of a distant clock kept informing us about the hours that passed. At around 3 a.m., there was a sudden gleam of light from the ventilator, which vanished immediately. We could smell burning oil and metal. Someone had lit a lantern in an adjacent room. For half an hour, we sat ready for action, listening closely for any sounds. Then the light appeared at the ventilator again. There was a silent hissing sound. As soon as the ventilator opened, Sherlock struck the matches, lit the candle, and violently attacked the ventilator with a cane that he had brought with us. Do you see, Watson? Do you see? Sherlock yelled as he continued hitting. Suddenly, the sudden light after hours of darkness had left me rubbing my eyes. I hadn't seen anything. I could, however, see the terror and disgust on Sherlock's face as he kept striking. I could not see what it was that my friend was attacking so savagely. He ceased to strike and looked at the ventilator, as there was silence once again, till a loud cry engulfed the manor. It is said that the scream was heard all over the village that night. It's all over, and hopefully for the best. Take your pistol and get ready. We are going to the doctor's chambers, Sherlock said. I obeyed him, as I had learned not to question Sherlock till everything was over. We entered the room and was adjacent to the room we had spent the past few hours in. What we saw was strange, a scary sight. The doctor was on the floor, with his head turned upwards. His face looked a dreadful stare. He didn't move. On his head was a strange band, which seemed to be tightly bound around his head. "The speckled band," Sherlock whispered. "I saw a headgear move, and then I saw a head of a snake," Sherlock explained. "It was the swamp adder, the deadliest snake of Indian subcontinent. We alerted the authorities and told everything to our client, who was shocked that her stepfather had killed her sister, and if she hadn't visited Sherlock, she would have been dead too. Her stepfather had killed her sister to prevent her marriage, which would result her taking a part of her mother's inheritance with her." The next day we left our apartment. On our way, Sherlock told me the methods he used to come to the solution of the mystery. He said that the presence of the gypsies and the use of the word band, he had thrown him in the wrong direction, but discovering the ventilator and the dummy bell rope proved beyond and doubt that it was a bridge for a snake to cross, and thus we were able to save the young girl's life. The doctor knew that he could use a form of poison which could not be discovered by any chemical test. The speed of the reaction to the poison also worked towards his advantage. The whistle was to recall the snake to its den before morning. The doctor had trained the snake by the use of milk. The doctor would let the snake into the girl's room and it land on the bed. It might or might not bite the girl, and perhaps she might survive for many nights. But sometime soon she would be the victim. The chair and the whipcord were enough to make Sherlock understand all that was going on. The metallic clang was heard. The clang that was heard was the sound of the door of the safe being closed. Sherlock had heard the hiss of the creature, and so he turned the light on. The snake rushed back into the room and attacked the first person it saw. The death of the doctor was the result of Sherlock's quick analytical skills. So that's it for chapter 8, The Adventure of the Speckled Band. So in the next video, we'll continue with chapter 9, The Adventure of the Engineer's Thumb. So this is one of the famous adventures of Sherlock Holmes. Even I also know it, but still I will narrate it to you guys. So that's it of this part of the adventures of Sherlock Holmes. See you in the next video. Bye.